Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we will be talking about the current USCIS processing times of I-130 applications for 2024. Navigating the complexities of U.S. immigration processes can be challenging, and understanding current processing times is crucial for planning and managing expectations. For individuals filing Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, staying informed about USCIS processing times is essential for ensuring a smooth application experience. As we delve into the current processing times for I-130 applications in 2024, we'll explore the factors influencing these timelines and offer insights on how to track the progress of your petition. If you are interested in this, so to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications. Understanding the processing times for Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, is essential for anyone navigating the U.S. immigration system. The processing times can vary significantly based on the type of relative you are petitioning for, and whether you are a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident. Below is a detailed breakdown of the current processing times for various case types at all USCIS field offices. As of 2024, U.S. citizen petitioning for a brother or sister, 80 of cases completed within 94.5 months. 100 of cases completed within 181.5 months. Processing times for petitions involving siblings of US citizens are the longest due to the significant demand and limited visa numbers available. U.S. citizen petitioning for a married son or daughter, 80 of cases were completed within 101 months. 100 of cases completed within 137 months. Petitions for married children of US citizens generally experience longer processing times compared to other immediate family members, reflecting the complex nature of these cases. Permanent resident petitioning for an unmarried son or daughter, age 21 or older, 80 of cases completed within 106.5 months. 100 of cases completed within 164 months. The wait time for permanent residents petitioning for unmarried children who are 21 or older can be extensive, as these cases are subject to annual visa limits and priority date adjustments. US citizen petitioning for an unmarried son or daughter age 21 or older, 80 of cases completed within 95.5 months. 100 of cases completed within 132 months. Processing times for petitions involving unmarried children of U.S. citizens who are 21 or older are somewhat shorter compared to those filed by permanent residents, but still considerable due to the visa backlog. U.S. citizen petitioning for a spouse, parent, or child under 21. 80 of cases completed within 62 months. 100 of cases completed within 81 months. Petitions for immediate family members, such as spouses, parents, and children under 21, are generally processed more quickly, reflecting their priority status under immigration laws. Permanent resident petitioning for a spouse or child under 21, 80 of cases completed within 81.5 months. 100 of cases completed within 92 months. Processing times for petitions filed by permanent residents for their spouses or children under 21 are shorter compared to other categories, but still subject to waiting periods due to visa availability and application volume. These times represent general trends and can be influenced by various factors, including the specific USCIS field office handling the case, the current caseload, and changes in immigration policies. For the most accurate and updated information, applicants should regularly check the USCIS website or consult with an immigration attorney. Service Center Overview. Processing times for Form I-130 Petition for Alien Relative can vary by the type of relative and the specific USCIS Service Center. Handling the case below is an updated summary of the processing times for various case types at all USCIS service centers as of 2024. U.S. citizen petitioning for a brother or sister. 80 of cases completed within. Time not provided. 100 of cases completed within. 155.5 months. Petitions for siblings of us citizens tend to have extended processing times due to the high volume of applications and annual visa caps, leading to longer wait periods. U.S. citizen petitioning for a married son or daughter. 80 of cases completed within. Time not provided. 100 of cases completed within 139 months. The processing time for petitions involving married children of us citizens can be lengthy, reflecting the complexities and potential backlogs associated with these cases. Permanent resident petitioning for an unmarried son or daughter, age 21 or older. 80 of cases completed within. Time not provided. 100 of cases completed within 85 months. For permanent residents, petitioning for unmarried children, age 21 or older, the processing time is relatively shorter compared to some other categories, but still subject to delays due to visa limitations. U.S. citizen petitioning for an unmarried son or daughter, age 21 or older, 80 of cases completed within. 100 of cases completed within. 91.5 months. The processing times for petitions involving unmarried children of U.S. citizens who are 21 or older are somewhat shorter than those filed by permanent residents, but still considerable. U.S. citizen petitioning for a spouse, parent, or child under 21. 80 of cases completed within. 100 of cases completed within. 22.5 months. Petitions for immediate family members, such as spouses, parents, and children under 21, typically experience faster processing times due to their priority status under immigration laws. Permanent resident petitioning for a spouse or child under 21, 80 of cases completed within. Time not provided. 100 of cases completed within 46 months. For permanent residents, filing petitions for their spouses or children under 21, the processing times are relatively shorter compared to other categories, though still subject to processing delays. These times are indicative of general processing trends and may be subject to change based on various factors, including the specific service center handling the case, current caseloads, and updates to immigration policies for the most current and precise information. It is advisable to regularly check the USCIS website or seek guidance from an immigration attorney. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications at the California Service Center. Navigating Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative. The process involves understanding the typical processing times, which can vary significantly depending on the case type and the service center handling the application at the California Service Center. The processing times for different categories of I-130 petitions are as follows. For us, citizens filing petitions for their siblings, the process can be quite lengthy on average. 80 of these cases are completed within approximately 152.5 months for the entirety of the cases. The processing time extends up to 150.5 months. This extended time frame reflects the high demand and significant backlogs associated with sibling petitions. When it comes to petitions filed by U.S. citizens for married sons or daughters, the situation is somewhat similar, though slightly shorter in duration currently. 80 of these petitions are completed within about 129.5 months, with all cases being processed within the same maximum period of 129.5 months. This processing time underscores the complexity and volume of applications in this category. For permanent residents, petitioning for unmarried children, age 21 or older, the processing time is somewhat more favorable. Typically, 80 of these cases are completed within 90 months, and all cases are finalized within the same maximum duration of 90 months. This reflects a relatively quicker processing time compared to some other categories. In the case of us, citizens filing for unmarried children who are 21 or older, the average processing time is slightly longer here. 80 of the cases are completed within 109.5 months, and all cases reach completion within the same period of 109.5 months. This extended time frame reflects the additional scrutiny and waiting period for these petitions. Lastly, for permanent residents petitioning for their spouses or children under 21, the processing time is relatively shorter. 80 of these cases are completed within approximately 52 months, and all cases are finalized within the same maximum duration of 52 months. This reflects the priority given to immediate family members of permanent residents, resulting in faster processing times. These processing times represent general trends and can be affected by various factors, including changes in immigration policy, fluctuations in application volumes, and the specific caseload of the California Service Center for the most up-to-date information. Applicants should regularly check the USCIS website or consult with an immigration attorney to ensure they have the latest details regarding their petition status. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications at the National Benefit Center. At the National Benefit Center, the processing times for Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, vary based on the type of relative for whom the petition is filed. Understanding these timelines is essential for managing expectations and planning throughout the immigration process. For us, citizens filing petitions for their siblings, the processing time at the National Benefit Center is relatively efficient compared to other service centers. Typically, 80 of these cases are completed within 56 months, and all cases are finalized within 58 months. This reflects a streamlined process for sibling petitions, though these applications can still experience some delays. When it comes to petitions from us, citizens for married sons or daughters, the average processing time is also quite favorable. 80 of these petitions are processed within 52 months, with all cases being completed within 55 months. This duration indicates a relatively prompt handling of applications in this category. For permanent residents petitioning for unmarried children who are 21 years or older, the processing time is quite specific. 80 of these cases are completed within 53 months, with a slight variation for the remaining cases, which are finalized within 53.5 months. This consistent processing time frame reflects a balanced approach to handling these petitions. In the case of U.S. citizens filing for unmarried children, age 21 or older, the processing times are more extended. Here, 80 of these cases are completed within 56 months, while all cases reach completion within 78.5 months. The longer processing time for these petitions reflects the added complexities and waiting periods involved. For petitions filed by us citizens for a spouse, parent, or child under 21, the processing time is comparatively shorter. 80 of these cases are completed within 44.5 months, and the maximum duration for all cases is 56 months. This relatively swift processing highlights the priority given to immediate family members in the immigration process. Lastly, for permanent residents petitioning for their spouses or children under 21, the processing times are generally consistent. 80 of these petitions are processed within 53.5 months, with all cases being completed within 59 months. This time frame reflects a stable processing period for these types of petitions. These processing times provide a general overview of the typical durations for various case types at the National Benefit Center, however. They are subject to change based on factors such as application volume, policy updates, and individual case complexities. For the most current information, applicants should regularly check the USCIS website or seek advice from an immigration attorney to stay informed about their petition status. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications at the Nebraska Service Center. At the Nebraska Service Center, the processing times for Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, can vary based on the type of petition filed. Understanding these times is crucial for applicants to manage their expectations and plan accordingly throughout the immigration process. For us, citizens filing petitions for their siblings, the processing time is relatively efficient compared to some other service centers on average. 80 of these cases are completed within thin time, not provided, with the maximum processing time extending up to 46 months. This time frame indicates a generally prompt handling of sibling petitions at this service center. When it comes to petitions from us, citizens for married sons or daughters, the processing times are also relatively streamlined. 80 of these petitions are processed within time not provided, with all cases reaching completion within 53 months. This reflects a fairly efficient process for handling these types of applications. For permanent residents, petitioning for unmarried children aged 21 or older, the processing time at the Nebraska Service Center is fairly consistent. 80 of these cases are completed within 51.5 months, with all cases being finalized within the same period. This stable time frame reflects a balanced approach to managing these petitions. In the case of us, citizens filing for unmarried children who are 21 or older, the processing times are slightly shorter here. 80 of these petitions are completed within 51 months, with all cases reaching completion within 51 months. This reflects a somewhat quicker processing time for these cases compared to some other categories. For permanent residents petitioning for their spouses or children under 21, the processing time is notably shorter. 80 of these petitions are completed within 39 months, with all cases finalized within 39 months, with all cases finalized within the same maximum duration of 39 months. This relatively rapid processing highlights the priority given to immediate family members of permanent residents at this service center. These processing times provide a general overview of the durations for various types of I-130 petitions at the Nebraska Service Center. It's important to note that these times can fluctuate based on factors such as application volume, changes in immigration policies, and individual case complexities. For the most up-to-date information, applicants should regularly monitor the USCIS website or consult with an immigration attorney to ensure they have the latest details on their petition status. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications at the Potomac Service Center. The Potomac Service Center processes Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative. For a variety of case types, understanding the typical processing times at this center can help applicants manage their expectations and plan effectively throughout the immigration process. For us, citizens filing petitions for their siblings, the processing times at the Potomac Service Center are relatively streamlined on average. 80 of these cases are completed within not provided, with the maximum processing time extending up to 49.5 months. This duration reflects an efficient handling of sibling petitions, although they still involve a considerable wait. When U.S. citizens file petitions for married sons or daughters, the processing times are fairly consistent. Typically, 80 of these cases are completed within not provided, with all cases being finalized within 53 months. This time frame indicates a balanced approach to managing these types of petitions. For permanent residents petitioning for unmarried children aged 21 or older, the processing time is relatively prompt. 80s of these petitions are completed within 50 months, and all cases are processed within the same time frame. This reflects an efficient process for handling these applications. In the case of us, citizens filing for unmarried children who are 21 or older, the processing times are slightly longer here. 80 of these cases are completed within 50, 1.5 months, with the maximum duration for all cases extending to 50, 1.5 months. This extended time frame reflects the additional scrutiny and waiting period associated with these petitions. For permanent residents filing petitions for their spouses or children under 21, the processing time is notably shorter compared to other categories. 80 of these petitions are completed within 38.5 months, with all cases reaching completion within the same maximum duration. This faster processing time highlights the priority given to immediate family members of permanent residents at the Potomac Service Center. These processing times provide a general overview of the durations for various I-130 petitions at the Potomac Service Center. Keep in mind that these times are subject to change based on factors such as application volume, updates in immigration policies, and specific case details. For the latest information, applicants should regularly check the USCIS website or seek advice from an immigration attorney to stay informed about their petition status. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications at the Texas Service Center. The Texas Service Center handles Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative. For a range of case types, the processing times at this center vary depending on the nature of the petition. Here is an overview of the typical durations for processing these petitions. For us, citizens filing petitions for their siblings, the processing time at the Texas Service Center can be notably lengthy currently. 80 of these cases are completed within I130, and the maximum processing time extends up to 54.5 months. This extended time frame reflects the substantial demand and the considerable backlogs associated with sibling petitions. When us citizens petition for married sons or daughters, the processing time is significantly longer. Typically, 80 of these petitions are processed within hunt time, not provided, with all cases being completed within 130 months. This extended period highlights the complexity and higher volume of applications in this category. For permanent residents petitioning for unmarried children aged 21 or older, the processing time is relatively similar to that of sibling petitions. 80s of these cases are completed within 54.5 months, with all cases finalized within the same time frame. This consistent duration reflects a balanced approach to managing these types of petitions. In cases where us citizens are filing for unmarried children who are 21 or older, the processing times are somewhat shorter compared to sibling petitions here. 80s of these petitions are completed within 52.5 months, with the maximum processing duration extending to the same period. This time frame indicates a relatively quicker process compared to some other categories. For permanent residents filing petitions for their spouses or children under 21, the processing time is comparatively shorter. 80 of these petitions are completed within 46 months, with all cases being finalized within the same maximum duration. This faster processing time underscores the priority given to immediate family members of permanent residents at the Texas Service Center. These processing times offer a general snapshot of the durations for various I-130 petitions at the Texas Service Center. It is important to note that these times can vary based on factors such as application volume, changes in immigration policies, and specific case details. For the most current information, applicants should regularly check the USCIS website or consult with an immigration attorney to obtain the latest updates on their petition status. USCIS processing times for Form I-130 applications at the Vermont Service Center. The Vermont Service Center processes Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, for various categories of petitions. The processing times at this center reflect the complexities and volumes associated with different types of cases. Below is an overview of the typical processing durations. For us, citizens filing petitions for their siblings, the processing time at the Vermont Service Center is quite extended currently. 80 of these cases are completed within time, not provided with the maximum processing time reaching up to 116.5 months. This lengthy time frame is indicative of the high demand and significant backlog often associated with sibling petitions. When it comes to petitions from us, citizens for married sons or daughters, the processing times are similarly prolonged on average. 80 of these petitions are processed within time not provided, with all cases being completed within 130.5 months. This extended period reflects the added complexities and volume of applications in this category. For permanent residents petitioning for unmarried children aged 21 or older, the processing time is somewhat more favorable here. 80 of these petitions are completed within 75.5 months, and all cases are finalized within the same time frame. This relatively better processing time reflects a somewhat more efficient handling of these cases compared to others. In cases where U.S. citizens are filing for unmarried children who are 21 or older, the processing times are slightly shorter. 80 of these petitions are completed within 80 months, with all cases reaching completion within the same period. This time frame indicates a somewhat quicker processing compared to sibling and married child petitions. For permanent residents filing petitions for their spouses or children under 21, the processing time is notably shorter. 80 of these cases are completed within 38 months, with all cases finalized within the same duration. This faster processing time highlights the priority given to immediate family members of permanent residents at the Vermont Service Center. These processing times offer a general perspective on the durations for various I-130 petitions at the Vermont Service Center. It is important to remember that these times can fluctuate based on application volumes, changes in immigration policies, and individual case specifics. For the most accurate and current information, applicants should regularly consult the USCIS website or seek guidance from an immigration attorney to stay updated on their petition status. In summary, knowing the current processing times for Form I-130 applications is vital for applicants and their families to effectively plan and manage their immigration journey. While the processing times can fluctuate based on various factors, keeping abreast of the latest information from USCIS will help you stay informed and prepared. For further updates or specific inquiries regarding your petition, regularly checking the USCIS website or consulting with an immigration attorney can provide additional guidance and support. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to channel US Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about current USCIS processing times of I-130 applications for 2024, processing time for Form I-130, petition for alien relative, vary significantly depending on the type of relative, and the USCIS Service Center handling the application. As of 2024, US citizens filing for siblings experience the longest delays, with 80% of these cases completed within approximately 94.5 months, and all cases reaching completion in 181.5 months. Petition for married sons or daughters of US citizens also face long waits, typically taking 101 months for 80% of the cases and up to 137 months for all cases. For permanent residents petitioning for unmarried children aged 21 or older, processing times are lengthy, with 80% completed within 106.5 months and 100% within 164 months. US citizens filing for unmarried children in the same age group see slightly shorter times, with 80% completed in 95.5 months and all cases finalized within 132 months. Immediate family members like spouses, parents, and children under 21 face quicker processing, generally completed within 62 months for 80% of cases and 81 months for all cases. Service center specific processing time show variations at the California Service Center. At the California Service Center, sibling petitions are processed within 152.5 months, while petitions for spouse or children under 21 take about 52 months. The National Benefits Center completes sibling petitions in about 56 months and immediate family petitions within 44.5 months. The Nebraska Service Center processes sibling petitions in 46 months and petitions for spouses of children under 21 in 39 months. The Potomac Service Center processes sibling petitions within 49.5 months and those with spouse or children under 21 in 38.5 months. At the Vermont Service Center, sibling petitions take up to 116.5 months, while petitions for spouse or children under 21 are completed in 38 months. These times can fluctuate based on factors such as application volume, policy changes, and specific case details. For the most accurate and updated information, applicants should consult the USCIS website or consult an immigration attorney.